today we are installing our swivel seat.
Okay.
Alright, hey guys. So we are installing our swivel seat today. We are just doing the passenger side for now with plans to upgrade the driver's side at a future date. We went with the Swivels R Us. I want to say it was around $350. We went with this one because it's overall the easiest one to install. We decided on this one after reading Far Out Ride's blog, but when we do the driver's side, we might go with the shortest one. I forget which one it is. It just requires some extra stuff. And that this one's good. You go.
And that is the other thing about this. It seems very simple to install. Literally, this is all the hardware it comes with. You got some nuts, bolts, and washers. I think there's like 6, something along those lines. So you just remove the ones from the seat, add this in, throw these back in. How hard could it be, Rick?
We'll see.
Coming to install the seat, and there are mounting points looking at all around the base. So initially we were under the impression that these were Allens, but it actually is a star bit. Not sure if all of them are like that or for some reason ours is like this, but a T40 bit fits in there perfectly. Absolutely no wiggle room, but this area right here is kind of tricky to get to. We do have this 90 bit, but this bit we currently have is just quite not long enough to actually reach in there. So might have to find an alternative way to get there. Maybe see if they have any Allen, 90 degrees with T40 bit, something along those lines, but we're gonna have to make a Home Depot stop.
Back from the depot, and we got
big old set of the Allen style hex bit, or not hex, what are these? Torque, I think torque.
Yeah.
They're stars.
Unfortunately, they only sell them in big packs, so there goes $16 for one little Allen key. But it's the name of the game.
But this one right here, T40, should do the trick. There it goes. Easy as that. Just gotta have the right tool. But, so we're gonna disconnect all of these. You will also have to slide the seat forward to access the ones in the back, as you can see right here. They're all within the rail. But now we can get all of these and go from there. So now that we got all 6 bolts for the chair undone, we need to kind of get some of the other stuff out of the way so we can get the swivel on there. This little box compartment right here is one of the first things. And to remove that, we're gonna come up front, and you can obviously access it from the front too. There's just this little twisty knob right here that all you do is twist it, and you can lift up, pull it out. It's a little dusty.
What is that?
I don't know. Oh, tired. But.
Oh.
Now we can come under here, see a little dust and dirt, but these connections right here, we just need to get those undone because that connects up to the seat, and then we'll be able to fully take the seat off and start installing the swivel. Just don't like lift because down here is the last thing we have to disconnect before we get the seat fully off. But you can see there's some zip ties here, and there is obviously all these connectors that we'll have to disconnect too. But initially, I'm just going to get these zip ties. Okay, that frees up these wires a little bit more, so there's a little more slack from the seat. I'm going to pop these little guys out of their slots so I can disconnect them. Okay, got both of these out. And then these things are actually pretty easy to disconnect. There's just a little purple tab, pull down, and slide apart. Purple tab, slide down, pull apart. Okay. So now the seat is completely free, no wires connecting it. So we're probably going to get the seat completely off to have this full area to add the swivel. The good thing here, the seats honestly aren't that heavy. Like, I thought it would be a lot heavier than it is. So I would say 2 people is recommended for this job, but you could honestly probably knock it out by yourself if you really put your mind to it. So now we have the seat off, we have the wires disconnected. I'm gonna need all the bolts and hardware and stuff.
Get a pet that dog. You're that dog. That's you.
Alright, so now we have this just sitting here on top. It's obviously not bolted down or anything. You want the little red tab in the front, because that's where you will pull, like kind of just in between your legs to be able to swivel back and forth, and it's just the tab that goes downwards. And just to be able to install into these 4 corners, we're going to actually swivel this at an angle. So now you can see we can actually access all 4 of these points a little easier. Okay, so now to start reinstalling this, we are using the bolts that we got out of the chair when we removed it, and we're going to mount those to this bottom plate. I'm just going to get all of them hand tight first, make sure it's lined up right. Okay, now it's all hand tightened, lined up. This thing is in a good spot. Come back through and crank these puppies down.
I'm not gonna lie, like this is like super easy. You know, compared to like most van projects.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Gotta love it. It's nice to have a
straightforward project.
to feel like you're successful for once. But we ain't done yet. Bottom plate's mounted. And now it's time to get the seat back up here.
One thing I also heard that this swivel is a little stiff when you first install it, but over time it gets like a lot easier and comfortable.
So
to
that
twist
is
it.
true, and I was expecting it to be worse. Like, I'm like barely applying any pressure. So like maybe we got lucky, or maybe we got like a returned one or something, I don't know, but it's swiveling pretty easy right now, so happy about that. So now it's time to get the seat back up here. The wires that we disconnected that are connected to the chair will now be fed down through this the swivel hole. So we'll get those in there. Okay.
Now,
All right, we got it up here. Got to get it straightened. Okay, now we got the seat halfway up here, just resting for now. We're gonna feed these cables back down through the swivel hole. And now I'm going to actually get the seat straightened out on the brackets. Okay, now we got the chair mounted back up on here, and I'm just gonna get a few of these bolts in at least before I start reconnecting these, so that way this chair doesn't happen to accidentally fall over on us. Okay, so just for all the sets, for each connection, this is what it's gonna look like. I think the last one's in my pocket. For each hole, you will have 2 washers, a bolt, and a nut. It will be a tad easier to access the bottom of this plate if you have it at an angle. Now you can access this a lot easier. Add the second washer on the bottom, and then a nut. Okay, we need to get that tightened. I'm going to get the other side, and then I'm going to actually kind of crank these down a little bit so the seat don't go anywhere. Clean that off a little while we're in here too. So just to get these started, I do have a 1/2 inch socket right here because that's the size of the nut.
so the swivel comes with these bolts, these hex bolts. It does not come with the Allen key for this, so you'll either have to have it on hand or go and get it. We forgot it at the store, so we are just using our T40 Twerk Allen key to screw these on, and it's working just fine.
Okay.
Watching.
What are we doing over here? We got the back 2 in. I'm gonna slide this back a little bit just so I can access the front. right. Bolt, washer, nut. Okay, we got the two front and the two back. Snug. Now we're going to slide the chair forward so we can access these last two right here. The nice thing about having a swivel seat is you can adjust it to install it too. So now we can get these reconnected and we'll be able to see it operational.
We got our wires reconnected and zip tied up in there, and we just put back our tire changing kit. Would you like to do the honors?
Okay. Feel a little higher, not gonna lie. But got the slide forward, slide back, still function. Now we're gonna do some swivel. I have to forward a little more. Yeah. It's really not that hard to swivel either. It's just like I gotta reach kind of far in there to get it, but it's a little easier when you slide back. But yeah, look at that. We have a swivel seat.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be easier to just swivel it and then sit on it.
Yeah, definitely. But we officially have a swivel seat.
How's it feel?
It's nice. Just extra little hangout spot.
Little nook.
Okay, so
Just
we
see.
also have this little pull-up table. We can use this as a little extra chill spot, work spot, whatever you want to do. Pretty nice actually.
Wow.
You can eat here. We also have our lagoon mount table that can sit right here, so someone can chill here, someone chill there. You could actually use this table as well, or if you're sitting here, you're just a little higher, so you have to raise the top of the table up, but
Looks pretty badass.
pretty nice. This is gonna come into like huge handy, I think.
Super handy, yeah. Opens
if
up
we're-
space.
Well, I don't know actually. I was gonna say I could work here while we're driving, but I might get sick driving backwards. We're gonna have to try that out.
Driving backwards.
But yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
This is gonna make it feel so much more open. I know everyone says that, but it's true.
And
you could have fit more people in here. It just kind of clears up the space and makes it less. And you know,
And-
Aussie actually loves to sit in these chairs.
Clearly.
So,
So it'll be
we
nice
could turn this
for her,
around
yeah.
if we're just hanging on the back, and she could come sit up here. But yeah, this is awesome.
Should we
Very excited.
let Aussie test it out?
Very excited. Want to see this one? Let's look at that. Another chair. Good girl.
Is
But-
it Aussie approved?
Aussie approved? Aussie approved? Yeah.
It added a little bit of height, but it's really not that bad. Like,
We could compare it to the other seat. So if you come down here, you can definitely see from here it actually doesn't look that bad. It's definitely, I'd say, a solid 2 inches higher. It really is not that bad. I think it feels a little worse than it actually is, just because I'm so used to sitting there. But
you're taller too.
but
There are ones that add less height, like an inch, which apparently makes a big difference for the driver's seat when you're trying to reach the pedals. So the only thing with those ones is there's a lot of extra work you have to do to install the actual seat. The Swivels R Us was so straightforward. I would say this is one of the easier van projects we've done.
I would say it is the easiest van project we've done. So, Swivels R Us, get this thing.
Definitely approve.
Actually, I don't know why I was holding it the whole time. Once you unlatch it, you can just spin.
Oh.
Alright, so we now have a new swivel chair. One step closer to making our van a more permanent home for us, to make it feel as homey and comfortable as possible. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please. thank you, and we will see you in that next damn build video.
Said I gotta run away, get away now. Too many games and they all trying to play out. Too many people and they all start to change now. Let me take a bet, they gon' know my name now. Yeah, we came a long way, but it's one way. Got a long way to go like it's Monday. Someday gotta be in LA. No, I gotta make it work out like chess.